Alright, bad news, I've got the flu. Good news, this is a CMPJ, so I might be able to do this without dying. Hopefully. Hello my dear friends, I am Cory and welcome to the Cory Monthly Painting Journey of March, a series of videos in which I show you all the miniatures that I have painted in the last month because I love this hobby, I want to share my love for this hobby, I want to get some suggestion and advice from you, and also this is a method for me to just push through my pile of shame and painting as much miniatures as I can. And this is a video that was supposed to be published yesterday, but I wasn't feeling very good on, filming with all of the flu and things going on, but now I feel a little bit better. So let's just go. Let me just show you what I've painted this month. I also got a sore throat and sometimes I have to cough, so sorry for that. I will try to do my best. Oh my god. So, what a month this has been. This is the month that marked the start for my very first Blood Bowl League. I have decided to participate to a Blood Bowl League that will go on for the foreseeable month, hopefully for an entire year, and I decided to expand my little team, because I already have a Blood Bowl team, a Old World Alliance team, but I've played some games with this team and it's not very good. I didn't have a great experience with it, so I decided instead to switch for a more easy and vanilla human team. Not nobility, just human, like the Reichland, Reichland Reavers, that's the name. But in order to do that, I needed some humans to expand the human part of my Old World Alliance team. So here they are, 3 human linemen and 3 human blitzers. I just really like this color scheme. Ivory with purple and crimson red on the armor. Is it an armor? I don't know American football terminology, but it might as well be an armor. Just look at it. And I'm really enjoying this. I have already played a game with this team and I already had a lot of fun and I got some points and some money, and now I have to expand my team, and I also have bought some inducements, which are things that give you bonuses on your Blood Bowl games. In my case, I have bought a mascot, and this is exactly what I'm going to paint in the next month. And also, I have to paint a coach for my team, which is also something that I'm going to do. This is very fun. I just love the concept of expanding your team, your squad, and just adding miniatures and adding, inducements and things that give you some advantages, and you actually have to paint the miniatures that represent those things. This is going to be something that will go on for an entire year. I hope so. You will see most of the time miniatures for my Blood Bowl team, so can't wait to paint all of those things. Next, I have greatly increased the point amount for my leagues of Votan Army. Let's just start for the Earth King Pioneer. I think that's the correct name. The dwarves on the Overtrikes. Here they are. Alright, this was a unit that gave me some problems. Generally, when I have to paint something like this, a bike, a horse, or basically anything with a rider on it, even small cars, whatever, I generally paint in sub-assemblies. So I just not glue the rider on the model, so that for me it will be more easy to just paint the rider, then paint the bike, the horse, whatever, and then after I finish, glue everything together. It's just a thing that I prefer to do. In this case, if you are ever planning to paint these bikes, I highly suggest you not only to not glue the rider on the bikes, but also not glue the two anti-gravitational wheels things on the back. There are three, one in the front and two on the back. Don't glue them, because the way the model has been sculpted, the trench coat of the rider will make it impossible for you to just glue it onto the bike if you have glued the two anti-gravitational wheel on the back, because it doesn't work. And guess what? I discovered this after I have built the entire bike. So I have to rip away the two back wheels of every trikes, risking to break the model, but fortunately I managed to do that without breaking anything. And just keep this in mind, this was a problem. They didn't really think that when creating this model, which is something that to me it's a little bit stupid, because man, I can't imagine painting this model with a rider glued onto it. It might be a nightmare to do that. I would never do that. I never do something like this. I always paint in sub-assembly when having to paint a model such as this one. But hey, this was the only problem that I encountered. Painting these models was a blast, incredibly enjoyable, and they look incredibly cool, even more than I was expecting them to be. It's just, again, to me this model screams cyberpunk and post-apocalyptic theme very loudly. And also you might have noticed that the heads are not the original one that came with this kit. 3 out of 4 heads are 3D printed. The Iron King that is shooting the ion cannon, and the 2 riders with the shotgun and the grenades, those heads are 3D printed. If I remember, I will leave the link for the prints down in the description if you are interested, if I remember and found them again. But yeah, I just love these models. I also had a little tiny problem, which is the plastic peg that it's supposed to keep the bike glued to the base through a rock that you have to glue on the base. I tend to magnetize my model because I think it is the best way to move the models from my house through to my local game store. I can already see these little plastic peg breaking after like 2 or 3 times that I detach them from the magnetic sheet. But I will just solve this problem by super gluing everything. Just something that I already done in the past, so I don't see the problem in doing it again. Just be careful, alright? If you, again, plan to magnetize the base, because this is the way that you transport your miniatures like I do, be careful. And for my last unit, my Einir Earthguard, even more squat Space Dwarves Leagues of Votan, in this case the equivalent of Terminator armor for the Leagues of Votan, which is such a beautiful unit. Terminator armor, but dwarf's size, more technologically advanced, just cool. I've equipped this unit with Etakarn plasma guns and concussion gauntlets and a concussion hammer, because I really wanted a heavy hitter, a melee unit that can just destroy very heavy targets like tanks, you know, very big stuff. Every time I say this, but I don't care. I found extremely beautiful and great the fact that with just a simple head swap with the Leagues of Votan, you can completely change the overall feeling of the model. And all of the heads from almost all of the kits for the Leagues of Votan are swappable. Yeah, you can swap and change heads from a kit for another kit, and this is a perfect example. 3 heads out of 5 are from the Ernkin Pioneer, and they fit so well onto this model. I don't know, I just really enjoy this little tiny details for the Leagues of Votan. It's something that I always do. It's just something that I really enjoy and I like, and it makes me happy, even if it is such a tiny insignificant thing. And yeah, you must enjoy the little things in your life, and in this case is just swapping a couple of heads from a unit to another unit. What can I say? I'm a simple man. So my friends, this was the Cory monthly painting journey of March. Let me know what you think about the models that I painted. Give me some suggestions, some advice on what you think would be a better way to paint this model. I will read the comments, and also if you want, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future. Down in the description you will find a link to my Instagram, which I don't use very often, but sometimes I post things there, and also a way to support me if you want. And that's it. This is the end of the video. I hope to see you the next time. I'm Cory. Ciao ciao my friends. I have to go to bed and sleep for at least 74 hours, and then I think I would just be okay. Ciao my friends. Bye bye.